There was a moment yesterday that's not getting enough attention. Did you catch it? It's at this 9/11 memorial where it looks like Donald Trump taps Mike Bloomberg and has Bloomberg go over to Vice President Kamala Harris so Trump can ask if he can shake her hand. I want to give you what I think the import of this, but I think Donald Trump knows that he's been absolutely dominated, that he's absolutely humiliated. I think this is the beginning of Donald Trump trying to position for a pardon or something to try to suck up to Vice President Kamala Harris. Watch this moment. Let's play it. It was a short moment, but I think vitally important. There was also another moment as Donald Trump's there at that 9/11 memorial, and it's very typical Trump, very creepy. He's like winking at a reporter. How inappropriate. Just take a look at this moment right here. Going back to that clip, I mean, I think everybody in MAGA world knows that Donald Trump is cooked. I'll show you in a little bit some of the viral footage just coming out of the American heartland. Just people in bars and viewing parties laughing at Donald Trump, humiliating Donald Trump, looking at Donald Trump and laughing in his face. His biggest nightmare, his biggest fear come true. This is Frank Lutz. He's like a MAGA pollster. He's been fanboying for Donald Trump like crazy over the past few years. Just take a look. He says he thinks it's over. He goes, I'm going to go on record. I think Trump's going to lose because of that debate performance. Here, play this clip.
Do you think Kamala won? And does that mean she may now win the election?
I think more accurately, it's that Donald Trump lost. And this is not the worst debate performance I've seen in my career, but it's very close to it. The conversations about people eating dogs and cats, one of the greatest world leaders, repeatedly missing the opportunity to focus on inflation and affordability, and the complete inability to present his point of view without completely tearing into Joe Biden, into whomever was in his sights. It was a pretty negative performance, pretty pessimistic, cynical, contemptuous, and I think that this will cost him. Yes, I'm trying to decide if I want to go on record, and the answer is yes. I think that he loses because of this debate performance.
Wow. And right now, Frank Lutz is like as MAGA as he's become as MAGA as you get lately. He'll deny that, but he has. But Vice President Kamala Harris, she's not pushing back or slowing down. She's putting her foot on the gas. She's putting her hand on the dagger. She knows that this is her moment right now. So I want you to watch this right here. This is Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign putting out this video. They go LOL, and they're just mocking him. Here, play this clip.
What I can tell you is Donald Trump has been preparing for this his entire life. He always is prepared, and he's ready to take Kamala Harris head on that stage.
So just a yes or no, you still do not have a plan?
I have concepts of a plan.
President Trump is well prepared for the debate tomorrow night. That is right. He doesn't need traditional debate prep.
You have said, quote, you lost by a whisker, that you, quote, didn't quite make it, that you came up a little bit short.
I said that?
Are you now acknowledging that you lost in 2020?
No, I don't acknowledge that at all.
But
I said that sarcastically. You know that. It was said, oh, we lost by a whisker. That was said sarcastically.
It's imagine like a boxer trying to prepare for Floyd Mayweather or Muhammad Ali.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
And Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign was relentless about this. They posted this clip of Donald Trump where Vice President Kamala Harris said, clearly he's having difficult time processing what a loser he is. Play this clip.
Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people. So let's be clear about that. And clearly he is having a very difficult time processing that. But we cannot afford to have a president of the United States who attempts, as he did in the past, to upend the will of the voters in a free and fair election.
They're posting videos like this from undecided voters on Fox, saying, yeah, Trump got destroyed. Here, play this clip.
I thought the vice president did an amazing job. I thought she had command of the stage. I thought she was a clear winner in the debate. She riled up the former President Trump, had him talking about things that are insignificant like rally size and using fear-mongering and divisive tactics, which were not helpful to him at all.
And then to share with you some of those moments as well, those moments that are going viral, like this moment that went viral at a viewing party. Play this clip.
Talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
Here's another crowded bar viral moment. Watch this. Play the clip.
Get this. No, get this. And the president at the time invited the Taliban to Camp David, a place of storied significance for us as Americans, a place where we honor the importance of American diplomacy, where we invite and receive respected world leaders. And this former president again appreciate the role and responsibility of the President of the United States to be Commander-in-Chief with a level of respect. And this gets back to the point of how he has consistently disparaged and demeaned members of our military, foreign soldiers, and the work that we must do to uphold the strength and the respect of the United States of America around the world.
Vice President Harris, thank you. President Trump, your response to her saying,
Hey, Midas Mighty, with all these videos that I've been doing recently, and as I get a little bit older, it's important that I take care of my body, take care of my health, just be a little bit more intentional with the way I live. It's why I eat Mosh bars daily. Mosh was founded by Maria Shriver and her son, Patrick Schwarzenegger. Their mission was to create a conversation about brain health through food education and research. You see, Maria's father suffered from Alzheimer's, and since then, she and her son Patrick have dedicated themselves to finding ways to help other families with this debilitating disease. So they joined forces with some of the top scientists and functional nutritionists to go beyond your average protein bar with 10 delicious flavors, including 3 that are plant-based. Each Mosh bar is made with ingredients to support brain health like ashwagandha, lion's mane, collagen, and omega-3s. And now, Mosh has a new look and new formulation featuring a game-changing brain-boosting ingredient you're not going to find in any other bar. Mosh is now the first and only food brand boosted with cognizin, a premium nootropic that supplies the brain with a patented form of cytokinin. I've absolutely loved the flavor of their banana bread bars, and nothing feels better than getting a nutritious energy kick while knowing it's supporting my brain health. So if you want to find ways to give back to others and fuel your body and your brain, Mosh bars are the perfect choice for you. Go to moshlife.com/Midas, save 20% plus free shipping on either the bestsellers trial pack or the new plant-based trial pack. That's 20% off plus free shipping on either the bestsellers or plant-based trial pack at moshlife.com/Midas. Thank you, Mosh. That's moshlife.com/Midas. Thanks for sponsoring this episode.
And it's like misstep after misstep for MAGA. You have JD Vance then goes on Fox and attacks Taylor Swift. It sounds like he's talking about Donald Trump here. So we had some fun with that at the MeidasTouch Network. But look at JD Vance here. Play this clip.
How do you speak to women voters who obviously they care about what she thinks?
Of course. Well, look, we admire Taylor Swift's music, but I don't think most Americans, whether they like her music or fans of hers or not, are going to be influenced by a billionaire celebrity who I think is fundamentally disconnected from the interests and the problems of most Americans. Look, when
wow. Then you had Donald Trump. The cope was so real. And then Donald Trump was like, I think I won. I think all of the polls say I won. No, they don't. They don't. You're a loser. You are a loser, and the country is laughing at you. Here's what Donald Trump said. Let's play it.
And no, we're looking at it, but you know, when you win, you don't really necessarily have to do it a second time. So we'll see. But I thought we had a great debate last night. Thank you very much.
What would need to change for you to agree to a second debate? Would you want different rules? Would you want a different format?
Well, you know, when you don't win, it's like a fighter. When a fighter has a bad fight, gets knocked out, or loses the fight, the first thing he says is, "We want a rematch." So we won the debate according to every poll, every single poll. I think that are we going to do a rematch? I just don't know. But we'll think about it.
Would you still do the one on NBC on September 25th? You proposed that. Are you still committed to that?
I would do NBC. I'd do Fox too. But right now we have to determine whether or not we even want to do it. We had a great night last night. And you see by the poll numbers, it was really fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody.
I had the opportunity to interview Democratic Congress member Jared Moskowitz. This clip has been viewed over 1 million times, 1 million views already in a short period of time. He goes, Vice President Kamala Harris told him what she was going to do. They knew the plan, but the moment she talked about crowd size, Trump just imploded. Play the clip.
You know, and to think, right, like Kamala's strategy wasn't a hidden strategy. They were literally telling people, hey, we're going to go out there and we're going to try to get under Donald Trump's skin. This is the strategy. We're going to get under his skin and we're going to let Donald be Donald. And the flip side of that, the Donald Trump strategy was also very public. We're going to make sure we don't let her get under our skin. And literally 11 minutes in, she goes crowd size. And he goes, Viktor Orban, they're eating puppies and cats, Abdul, concepts of plans, executing babies. I mean, it was like diarrhea of the mouth as soon as she said crowd size. I mean, I can't actually recall telegraphing your plan, letting your opponent know what your plan is, your opponent prepping against your plan, and then within a second of launching your plan, your opponent falling for it immediately.
And they're just going nuts on Fox. They're going nuts. I mean, you've got Jeanine Pirro just like screaming. Here, play the clip.
And, you know, I got to say one more thing. Who the hell do they think they are fact checking?
I'll do a whole nother clip on how real the Fox cope is right there. Take a look at what Mitt Romney had to say about this. Here, play the clip.
This was classic President Trump performance. In the case of Kamala Harris, most people didn't know her terribly well, other than a few clips that were not flattering that you might see on the internet. And people saw, oh, actually, she's an intelligent, capable person who has a point of view on issues, and she demonstrated that time and again.
Yeah, one of the people that Donald Trump brought with him to the 9/11 memorial is Laura Loomer, who says that 9/11 is an inside job. That's who he brought to the memorial. I'll do a whole nother video on that. The Trump media stock was down 12 to 15% yesterday. That's crashing. A new Wisconsin poll came out showing that Vice President Kamala Harris is up 4, and that's an A+ poll from Marquette. Got photos like this of Donald Trump leaving the scene of his beatdown. I talked about this yesterday, but he's sending emails saying, please, Ben, before I respond, I want you to know I love you. Your support means everything. Please tell me I won bigly. I love you. I love you. This is some pathetic stuff, folks. This is some pathetic stuff. This is the video we made. We had some fun with J.D. Vance right here. Here, play this clip.
But I don't think most Americans are going to be influenced by a billionaire celebrity who I think is fundamentally disconnected from the interests and the problems of most Americans. I think if you watch the debate, you're sitting at home, you're an undecided voter, what you saw is a person who repeats slogans.
We're going to make America great again. Drill, baby, drill.
Instead of respecting you enough to treat you like an adult. I just don't understand a person in American politics in 2024 who's whining about what happened to them instead of using their leadership leadership and using their influence to make the lives of American citizens better.
And we would have had a deal if the election weren't rigged and stolen.
I'd like to know how you were prepping for a debate with Tim Walz, who has described himself as a bad debater. Who's helping you, and how are you prepping?
Well, I found a good friend from back home who embellishes and lies a lot, and I'm having him stand in for Tim Walz.
People don't leave my rallies. We have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics.
And we're not going to reward people who gaslight us and lie to us about what they've done in office.
We were hit with the COVID came in. We focused on that. We did a great job.
By the way, the ratings of that debate were through the roof. 58, 60 million people watched on TV. If you add YouTube, it was close to 80 million people. So many people in swing states watched that as well. I mean, Donald Trump's worst nightmare comes true right there. There you have it, folks. There you have it. I have so much more we can chat. I'll do other videos on it, but it's good stuff. Good stuff. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram @MeidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.